It's weird how some relationships are so strong and you can't figure out why. And I think I figured out, at least for me, one of the reasons why. And it's almost as if, for some reason, that relationship has become a kind of sinkhole for sadness. You know, the 3D relationship, there's no way to explain how that would shake you so badly, because it's not there. It's like the absence of something, but that very absence somehow makes it the repository for all the other sadnesses. So it seems like such a huge loss, and such a long period of mourning, because what you're really mourning is somehow all the sadnesses have gotten sucked into this barely existent relationship. It has so much emptiness in it. All the sadness can go there, something like that. And that's too much to put on anybody or any situation. That kind of sadness will never get healed, because you're trying to heal it through the one relationship, as if that's the one thing, and it's not. No relationship can hold all the sadness or all the joy, or, it'll burst at the seams, which would be a good thing. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. If you've been watching this channel at all, this individual, or this energy of slow forward movement, but kind of step by step by step, not strategically, but you make a move, I'll make a move. You make a move, I'll make a move. It's inching towards each other, without a great degree of trust, I don't think. But nevertheless, oh, well, no wonder. I thought it was Knight of Pentacles. It's Knight of Swords. Well, that holds water too. Meting out information strategically. You make this move with your strategy, I'll try to block the queen, or whatever it is. Knight of Swords. Somebody meting out information on a need-to-know basis. And it's not your need to know they're concerned with. Five of Wands. This precarious balance that could fall and must fall at any minute. I mean, fives indicate a need for change. 10 of Pentacles. This Knight of Swords. Oh, sorry, I've suddenly got something really stinging my eye. Wants to declare, my next move is all in. It's sort of like shoving. I don't know why these gaming images are coming. I mean, it's kicked off by this chessboard. But now I get the image of like somebody shoving all their chips into the bet. I'm all in. Knight of Cups. I want to tell you that I'm all in, and then I want to pour it out of my heart. But there's a snag in the works. It's a temporary snag. Wands are fast energy. Fives indicate a need for change. So this, this is sort of like, it's beautiful while it lasted, but it will not stand. And I think somebody wants to tell you, now I'm all in. You know, I've been thinking about it a long time, this abundance. And now that cold sword energy is replaced by cups energy, feelings and emotion and connection and all that lovey-dovey stuff. Queen of Pentacles. Woo, woo. Please stop. She's licking my leftover toast plate. Probably too much information. Queen of Pentacles. The world. Okay, the offer, the love offer is coming into the person who this individual sees, sword energy, thinks is the abundant one, the giving one. Almost like it's so much abundance it never runs out. And there's a word I'm searching for, but I can't find it, and neither can they. They're a Knight of Swords. They want to come forward and say something. And I think a lot is at stake. You know, that's the poker image again, your stake, all the chips you have being shoved in on this bet. Looks like new life. And this could well be a breakthrough. Something in the present dynamic is going to be reconfigured. Tell me about the world. Some people consider it a card of Capricorn. It's, you know, having really concluded a cycle, being granted admission to the next, death card. Really concluded a cycle so that it can be reborn. This is the snake, which is associated with the moon because it's always shedding its skin and starting over. The end and the beginning. Both in major arcana. A huge shift based on an enormous transformation. And there's something about this all-in energy, everything I have, you know, I'm betting on this one. That's a little bit like that, what we were talking about before, this sort of sinkhole energy. Boy, it looks like I've been punched in the face. Haven't. This is my chronic state of exhaustion. Somebody's betting it all. Three of Cups. Oh, you know, that's amazing. I saw this as the death card. It's devil. Card of Capricorn. As this is a card of Capricorn. And I think the only way I would amend it would be to say, this is a protective energy. Somebody's protecting what they know, what they have already. And they might not realize they're squeezing the life out of it. You know, like that python thing that gets tighter and tighter and tighter. That's what devil energy does. And then in the release of that tightness comes the rebirth. And I'm getting the something about, see, I don't know my Hinduism, but there's the snake, the cobra king, the quite fierce expression of the divine. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember the name. And I don't trust it well enough to say it out loud. But this is the tightening, that when it's released, the energy is released. And it's a loving in 3D energy. I think it somehow speaks to, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is kind of that. This snake guarding the egg. Don't put all your eggs, what I was talking about at the beginning. You know, a relationship that's kind of become a sinkhole for sadness because you've put all your eggs in that one basket, and that it can't bear that kind of weight. And that's a little bit this. The weight of pushing everything, all bets, all energy, all time and effort into one basket. And this is like more than, it should be in more than one. You know, all your emotions shouldn't be forced into one relationship, because no relationship can sustain that. You need a wider circle of connection. We do. We really do. You know, and not because we're unstable. We're supremely stable. But there might be a tinge of, I'm going to guard that stability. Nobody's going to take that away from me. I have a sort of stranglehold. Because there's been great loss, and it might even be this all-in bet on something was a bust. Widen your circle. Tell us about, okay, Knight of Swords. Four of Wands. This person coming in could be an air sign. Believes this relationship is the relationship and wants to say it. It's a move. They're making a move. They're making a move on you. Knight of Cups, please. Okay. I don't know why that's so funny, but Justice. A card of Libra. You know, why I saw that Scorpio business? Well, I suppose because there was the world there, which is sort of the same thing, the conclusion of a cycle. And it might have been a cycle that was, you were protecting as if it was the only one, and that was somehow the toxicity. Whatever this new love potential is, it's much more balanced. You're both all in. Card of Libra, of balanced relationship. As is Four of Wands. Sorry, hair. About to get a haircut, I think. A decision, having been at a crossroads a long time. Ten of Pentacles. Deciding to declare their intentions. It sounds so formal, but there's something kind of, you know, this is the proper next step. And the intentions are Four of Wands. Okay. Page of Cups. On World. The end of the old cycle. And the new cycle begins appropriately small, enough to bridge the gap. You know, just the glimmer of the flutter of the heart. You know, after the conclusion of this cycle, perhaps a cycle of toxicity, or, you know, just too much being improperly assigned to one relationship. And there may be an apology or an attempt to reconnect in a new way, page way, fresh, new, feeling offer. Pages are often seen as the messenger. Something young and fresh showing up. And it may be a friendship. Remember that don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is like the wider circle of connection. It's spreading the love. Because devil is a very heavy energy. It's like concentrating that Capricorn weight in one place. Distribute the feelings over a wider circle. And that's how you'll know what a balanced relationship is. Putting it all in one is not balanced. That, like, whoop, that, you know. Tell us about Ten of Pentacles. This all-in card. I don't want to tell us. Okay. Yeah, here's gotta go. Okay. First card I saw out was Nine of Pentacles. You know, this is a card of individual stability. Absolutely essential in the building of a relationship of a Ten of Pentacles kind. Each person must show up knowing their own value in this relationship, here and now, in the 3D. That's how you'll know them. And I have no idea. I just looked down and this was the card on the board. King of Swords. You'll know them. And you may already know them. Knight of Swords, King of Swords. I think their ability to speak, you know, not just about this relationship, but about everything that matters to them. Somehow they've only been able to speak about, it's so weird. Although I've experienced this with people, they only want to speak about what doesn't matter. You know, cards to chest in that poker analogy. Not going to reveal. Well, that's what's changed. There's been a shakeup in that regard of the dynamic. And I think because, you know your value. And it's like, look at her hand. She's not, she's good on her own, Queen of Pentacles. And that's doubled down, boop, by Nine of Pentacles, same energy. the one who's good on her own, perhaps financially. Because something in your life has changed up. But this King of Swords has clarity on this, where the portal is for this new beginning. They've like located, they know where the portal is. It's like if you were in a room and you were blind and you were feeling all the walls of the room, this is where you feel you finally get to the door. And I'm getting the feeling of like opening an airlock. Opening the vault, opening the airlock. An air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Libra on the board. Somehow opening this person's ability to speak about what they know. Not just to speak. What was it I said a minute ago? They in the past only spoke about what didn't matter. They found the portal. They found their voice. And maybe the first thing out of their mouth will be, it's almost like like they'll kiss your hand. I pledge you my troth. I think back in the earliest days of the concept of love by choice, not a contractual love to make, that the patriarchs decided to consolidate my power. You two will come together and marry because it makes me. It increases my wealth. And there's somebody saying, no, this is mine. This is my life. Nine of Pentacles. I get to be, in a Pentacles way, present with what I think is an ultimate, in this lifetime, the ultimate fulfillment. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, understands your value. And in a funny way, is glad you didn't let go for so long, and then you did. And it like opened both of you up to a wider circle, because they were doing the same thing with you. You might not have known it, but they were putting, too many eggs in one basket. So you've both like relaxed, and it's opened your heart. It's opened your heart. Five of Pentacles. This was a constricted heart situation. This was being so far away from somebody. Perhaps at first, when you released this thing, Devil energy indicates a need for release, for recognizing what holds you back and releasing it, so your heart, your feelings can expand. Tell us about this Five of Pentacles. I think it made somebody feel out in the cold. Tell us about the Five. It's a need for change in terms of, again, putting all your money or your pentacles or your hopes and dreams in one basket. Okay. We have 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Two of Swords. Again, the game board. The next move. You know, in Knight of Pentacles, the one I thought was 2 of Pentacles, there's only one person on the game board. In this, there are 2 people on the board. And there is a distance between them. You know, at a crossroads, at an impasse. So 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups. I think, again, this is the air sign person trying to make up their mind. Sword energy speaks to cerebral stuff. Star. Sword energy, Aquarius. So we have Libra in Justice and Aquarius in the Star. Great clarity, great balance between where you are and where you're supposed to be. And that's supposed to widen too. Like where you are, perhaps is not where you're supposed to be. Don't put all your eggs in one basket in terms of one person or one place, because Aquarius is a card of expansion, of discovery, of innovation. It's not like going in the same round over and over again. That's a little bit devil energy. Trying too hard, spending too much time, you know, hanging on too tight. This is the opposite of that. So I think this King of Swords knows, sword energy, knows that their wish fulfillment is what they already believe most in. Sorry, that came through like a Morse code or something. They see you as healing. They see you from this overview position as the place they're guided to. Out of lack into a 2 of Cups relationship. That's the next move. And I think they're still like trying to figure out how to say it. Because it's so big. That's part, they're doing it too. It's so big. It's like they've put so much, perhaps prematurely, into this relationship without really knowing sword energy, what it even was yet. I think there's been a shift starting in Libra time, the card of justice, Libra. Something began to come into balance in this relationship. And I think it's going to be, you'll arrive in Aquarius time. And it might be an actual shifting of place, but it might just be a shifting of energy to the place in your psyche where you need to be in order to heal. And I usually correct myself and don't say need, but I think in this case it's a need, but it's not the single point place. It's not like something, I'm getting the image of, you know, being able to put the push pin into the specific locale, or the, you know, Google Earth being able to say, this is it, this is where you are. It's a much broader idea, because it's in your psyche. the place that heals you. So I don't think anybody was wrong in this all-in energy. But personal independence need to be established first, you know, for this relationship to be in balance. And there's been that decision to move out of Five of Pentacles into Two of Cups. Two of Swords. Making the decision. And it's from a higher perspective. I mean, we have Libra on the board in Justice. We have perhaps Capricorn on the board with World and Devil. Closing out a toxic cycle could be that simple. Well, simple. Stars, Aquarius. That's it. It started in Libra time. And it comes full cycle in, I mean, you know, with a grain of salt, in Aquarian time. The beginning of next year. Because there's still some moves that need to be made, almost like the logistical moves. But there's a flowering of this Two of Cups. And it'll feel all the more sweet because Five of Pentacles, I think you've both been out in the cold a long time. Needed to work on yourselves, Nine of Pentacles, to get stable and widen the circle. You know, don't ever, it seems to me, it's never healthy to have that binary relationship. You and only you. I only have eyes for you. Nobody else matters. Of course they do. We matter to each other. You know, spread the wealth, share the joy, every girl and boy. I love you guys. Oh, I'm going to try to see if I can shut it off with this. Later.